This is a 49E that just came on the market. It's 2016. And it's got relatively low hours on it. The owner was very busy and didn't have as much time as he thought to go cruising. So it's got the Cummins QSM 11s. Likes to run at between 8 and 9 knots, or does 15 or 16 when you want to go fast. It's set up as a 2-stateroom boat, and this is a fairly unique boat in that it doesn't have the walk through to the engine room, which gives you about another foot in the master stateroom. So it's a pretty unique boat. It's in exceptional condition. I believe the owner told me he hadn't slept on the boat in several years. So it's mostly just done day trips. It's been very well kept and maintained. And it really shows like a boat that's only 2 or 3 years old. And it's a 2016. Come on inside. So come on in the Salon. This boat was built with 2 opposing settees, which I think uses the space the best. Even the smallest of barrel chairs comes out into the room more, so you get a great sensation of space with the built-in settees. And of course, all the built-in furniture has the advantage of having all of the storage beneath. And on a Marlow, all this storage is fully finished. It's either lined with Formica or it's finished wood. It's really, really well done. Forward here, we have the TV behind the timbre doors. I have a Sub-Zero beverage center here, and that's an ice maker at the bottom. So I have ice, a small freezer compartment there next to the ice, and then a big beverage center that holds all your drinks. Come on forward. So this is a galley up like all the 49Es and most of the Marlows that have the galley aft like this. A few have it forward, but when you have a lower helm, this is the preferred layout. And I have 2 refrigerator drawers and 2 freezer drawers here. We've done a convection microwave here and a flat surface cooktop. Right here I have a trash bin, and I take the trash out from the front. I've got a nice big Franke sink, Growy faucet, garbage disposal. So very, very functional galley. Lots of storage overhead. Really nicely laid out. And one of the things you'll find with the Marlow is having this area all one common area. If you're doing the loop and you're cruising long distances, you're going to love this room, because I can not only run the yacht from here, your wife can sit right there next to you, and you can get up and grab a drink, pop something in the microwave. This is kind of life on board when you're really cruising. The lower helm on the Marlow is very far forward, and some boats the lower helm's not that useful, but they call this a raised pilot house motor yacht because I've come up a couple of steps from the Salon level, and now I'm looking down on the anchors and I'm looking down toward the crab pots. So I find I can really navigate the boat very comfortably from this lower helm station. So if it's not a nice day outside, you're going to be down here a lot. I still like using the upper helm when I'm in a marina, just because I like the height to see further away if other boats are coming and going and things like that. But I find once I'm out the inlet and I'm cruising, I just go wherever's more comfortable. There's no disadvantage to being at this station or the other station. We have these 2 pilot house doors here, and this is great on a day like today. It's a nice cool day, and when it's nice out, I think you're going to have these doors open. If it's not rough, I've got an overhead hatch. I actually have 2 doors in the back that open, so I can get lots of air through the boat in nice weather. All right, let's start by going down below. Now the layout down below is very unique for a boat this size. I think too many manufacturers try to cram too many staterooms in a boat, and none of them are good. What we've done here is we've built an excellent master stateroom for you. We have a nice VIP, and we didn't try to build a 3rd stateroom. We have a small overflow bunk that's great for a grandchild or something like that, but this was built as a 2-stateroom boat so the 2 couples can really be on here for weeks or months at a time. And the master is as nice as you'd find on a 65-foot yacht. And most of the owners of these vessels that I talked to say that that was one of the driving factors for choosing this boat, was that I could get a real master stateroom with a big shower and a big sink area in the head and a proper bed and lots of hanging locker storage. So that was the thought behind this model, and I think it really worked well. Come on below and I'll show it to you. So I've got a large bed and then a really nice big cedar lined hanging locker here with lots of storage. Down here is a digital safe and my electronics, my radio, my set TV. Nice big chest of drawers here. This area here, I have my separate washer and dryer. And another hanging locker in my family. This would be mine. And this owner really wanted a place to iron his clothes. We've got a little fold-out ironing board here. It's a really cute little setup. And another big storage locker. And this was set up with shelves, great for folded shirts and things like that. So again, we didn't try to build too many staterooms. We built one really nice one back here and one forward. And you'll notice here I've got a really big shower with a seat. These port lights open, so the port light right there actually has a screen and opens. These are called Soji screens. And you know, sometimes you're docked where people are looking right in at your bed. And what you can do here, you can pin these in place. This will still let light through during the day, but give you privacy. So I don't have to use the shades and black out my stateroom if I'm on a dock where I don't have any privacy. And let me show you the VIP. So here in the VIP, I've got a bed and two little overflow bunks for grandkids or something. Or I can dump all the grandkids up here. I've seen owners do that as well. And they all have a door into the head directly from the stateroom. Or this is day head access, so if you've got visitors on the boat, they can get into this nice big head from the hallway. And then straight across, you'll see that little bunk I was telling you about. And it's perfectly fine for, you know, a night or two. It's not a separate stateroom. It did have a curtain here. Normally goes here. The owner chose to just take it off because they weren't really using this bed much and they wanted the light coming in. This really makes this whole area feel more open, being able to see out this port light here. Let's go up to the Flybridge. Here on the Flybridge, I've got a great electronics package. Got radar, got night vision camera, all the displays you'd want for wind and depth and everything. It's really well laid out console. This is called the semi-enclosed helm. What I really like here is I have a windshield wiper so that when I am getting salt spray, I can hit the squirter button and clean it, which you can't do on a plastic enclosure. And it just keeps you out of the wind. Really helps, but we're open on the sides. Now if you wanted to, if you were going to be in real cold weather a lot, I would probably put a side enclosure in as well. Great seating for another couple. And then up here we have a Wolf electric grill and another Sub-Zero, I'm sorry, not Sub-Zero, this one's Uline, beverage center. And this has an ice maker as well. Back here there's room for a 12 to 14 foot dinghy depending on the brand. The boat doesn't come with the dinghy, but we can help you find the right dinghy for the boat. A lot of people ask about doing the Great Loop. This boat was not set up to do the Great Loop, but it's very easy to modify the things on this hard top to get under the bridge in Chicago, which is in about 1906. So it's real easy to make this stuff fold. Actually, what I'm finding with most of my owners now is they're going to Starlink, which means I can get rid of that dome entirely. I could probably leave that radar just where it is to do the loop, And so now all I have to do is make a folding light mast, and then these two VHF antennas are very easy to fold down. So very quick, easy thing to make this a loop boat if that's your goal. Let me show you around deck and show you the bow seating. I just had a couple by a Marlow that were on a relatively large sport fish, and they told me they were having such an easier time running the Marlow versus the sport fish, mainly because of this side deck. They used to have to kind of scurry along the cabin side, and it was a little precarious. You know, the rails on a sport fish just aren't great, whereas this is totally safe. So it's very easy for me to move fore and aft very quickly. I can, you know, come out of the galley, come out of the helm area, very quickly get to a line. I'm also protected here, so if it's raining, I'm not out in the rain doing my spring lines. It's really a game changer here, having side decks if you've never had them before. So many boats I find too, the entire bow area is really wasted. Most boats in the marina, if you look around, there's 20 feet of boat in the bow that no one ever uses. And it's really a silly waste of space. So I've got beautiful seats up here, and I'm using this entire boat. So even though we call this a 49, it's really 53 feet long. If you look at the molded fiberglass part, and it has the space of something much larger. The boat's here at Marlow Marine for sale, and we have a lot of interest in it. If you'd like to come see it, please contact me at the numbers below.